Hi. Welcome to my live. Hi, welcome to my live. My name is Stella. Thank you for dropping by. My name is Stella, and I am a growing YouTuber, and today I'm here to air my frustration and probably get feedback from us. I've been on YouTube for almost a year now, and to be honest, I am not getting the growth that I expected to grow. I YouTube knowing that it was just going to be, a walk in the park, but shocker. Yeah, things are not working the way I expected it to work. I've made a lot of mistakes, and if there is any growing YouTuber out there, I would love to hear from you because I have a best of my own mistakes that I've made. Yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes, carelessness. For a whole year, I could not grow my YouTube to 100. What a shame. And to be honest, the fault is all mine. I take it. Full chase. I take it. I am at fault. But after learning the kind of mistakes, in fact, of late when I watch my previous videos, I wonder what I was doing. I even laugh at my own videos and I be like, if me who created this content, who made these videos, I'm not able to like them, how much more other people who are expecting to watch, quality and all that kind of thing. So I am here to, express my frustration, one, and also point out some of the mistakes that I've been making and what I have learned. For a whole year, I've been learning. I'm in the process, and I've realized that within the first few days, I am improving, but it's not enough. I don't think I'll be able to do this by myself. So I'll need a helping hand from every other growing YouTuber out there. If you could point out, I kept making a lot of mistakes. Oh my God. Learning is good, but sometimes you just don't listen. Sometimes you just have this natural stubbornness that you keep doing things even when you're not getting it's not giving you the results that you expect. That was the exact thing I was doing. I don't know how many times I niche, and that was I was actually calling the algorithm. It didn't know where, it could not even find my audience. I would change. Today I would see, posting about wedding, and if the video goes viral, I am changing. I see someone talking up, preaching, I am changing. And let me tell you, for one whole year, nothing was and now I've learned. Now I have settled. One of the things that I was there was no there was no consistency with me. I would post, I don't know, I expected, I think, YouTube to do everything for me. Probably I don't know, probably that is what I was thinking. For YouTube to do everything for me, even promote my own video and things like that. See how careless I was, you know. But I'm glad that I have learned and I am improving, and those are the kind of mistakes that I kept making. one of the biggest problem could be that I never understood my audience, because my niche is all about family, faith, and this, because I am a long distance mom, and this is not something that is common to so many people. In fact, most parents will ask me, "What's wrong with you? Why would you leave your children in the house of strangers?" And so I really struggled with it. I didn't know how to sell the expatriates that I had for almost 15 years with long distance parenting. But now, at least I understand, and probably, God willing, things will work out for me. Big, big mistake that I kept making. I wasn't interacting with fellow YouTubers. Can you believe this YouTube started 2012, and I think this is the second time I'm coming live. Now tell me how I'm supposed to grow. Yeah, you see that kind of inconsistent. For a whole year, I could not raise 100 subscribers. Carelessness, and not being able to even sell value. The kind of video content that I would put out there, personally, I would not consume it. You see that kind of mistake that I was making. But one thing I've come to appreciate is the fact that I was able to learn within the period of this. I think I started becoming active 2024, if I'm not mistaken, yes. Although I am still not stable, a 9 to 5 job. So its time factor is also another problem. But I've realized that YouTube requires, how do I say, intentionality. The few weeks that I've been intentional, I've been consistent, and I've showed up, I've realized that there's improvement, and I think that will really help me in the long run. The country I come from, YouTube is not monetized. We are not paid. Why I'm here? Just because of passion, and probably maybe if I grow to a good level, I might move to another country or something like that. Where I am, I cannot monetize. It is just passion, and it's just sharing idea. I am streaming from South Sudan, and that is in Juba, Africa. We are one of the nation, not one of the nation, we are actually the youngest nation that got independence. 2027, that's when we got our independence. So YouTube is not like a new thing. And I mean, it's not a new, no. YouTube is, it's not something that my country, the citizens and the people in the country, like, we don't fancy it. What people like in this country is Facebook a lot. Facebook, TikTok, I think. YouTube, for some reason, people don't like YouTube so much in Sudan. So it's a struggle to get even people, like, to promote among your friends. It's not something that people like. So it has been a struggle for me, and I'm glad that at least for this past year, I have not yet dropped it. Some of the things I had within this few period that I've been online, it has been the importance of collaboration. I've realized that it is so good to collaborate, especially if you know the kind of your audience. It's one of the things that really push your content far. If you know your audience, and if you're able to support each other the right way, that's one thing that I've realized that that has helped, grow me for a bit. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Stella. If this is your first time here, I am of faith, family, and resilience. I am a long distance mom, And basically, I am up here to share ideas with any mom or any parent who is operating from a distance. But today I'm talking of completely different thing. I am talking about the struggle I have had uh, growing my YouTube. For almost a year now, I did not grow my YouTube to the level that I expected to grow, because I walked in with these fancy ideas that as I just post on YouTube, it will just go viral. That was what I was thinking. But starting YouTube, that's when I've realized that YouTube is not for everyone. You see, it's for people who have guts. Probably you need to have like 4 shock absorbers, and have the stamina to be grounded, because it can take you, it makes you for some reason. I had that I haven't given up, and I don't intend to give up. Rather, I want to learn from the mistakes that I've been making and improve on them, and then share and collaborate with other, small YouTubers as well, and see how we can grow together. So, one of the biggest mistake that I see people doing in the process of supporting each other is the fact that you just go without checking what the person is, what they're doing on YouTube. That's something I've learned, that I would go subscribe on somebody's channel, and then not knowing that as you don't engage, you don't do it that way. YouTube has a way of removing those people and make them look like they are, inactive YouTubers. They are being removed. So the way is to spend, even if it is like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, understand, navigate through somebody's channel, understand what it is that they are doing. If you relate, if the things that they are doing on YouTube resonates with you, then of course put a stylish and related comment in whatever their chat section, and then nicely, in a smart way, just indicate, I'm happy to connect, something like that. This thing of sub for sub, let us vibe and things like, I've realized that the algorithm is very smart. It actually goes for those kinds of interaction, and it moves. That's another thing that I've realized. That's what I've learned. So there was a day I got like 15 subscription, and I was so happy. Like in the evening, I was so happy. Oh, I got so many subscribers and things like that. The following day, I was shocked to see that all the 15, subscribers vanished. Then I was wondering, did they unsubscribe or what happened exactly? But I've come to realization that it wasn't that they unsubscribed themselves. It was that they didn't engage with my channel. They did not watch the video. They did not even what I was doing. So all they were doing is to subscribe. And then the organigram is very smart, by the way. Algorithm is very smart. It removes these people. So, and for me, I was kind of going to understand, because I don't want to just subscribe to any other person, to people just like that. I need to understand what it is that they are doing, and do I relate? Does it align with my beliefs, with values? If they align, then I subscribe. And I've realized that's the best way to support each other. Not that you just go there, subscribe and things like that. It will be removed and you'll be disappointed. So I thought to myself, what do I do in this kind of scenario? I've come up with a new strategy. What I do is, when somebody requests to connect with me, I don't immediately go and subscribe. That's one thing I've discovered. I don't just go and subscribe immediately. What I do is, I go interact, I engage, I watch the videos, and the long ones, of course, take time. What I do is I go for shorts. I will pick like 1 or 2 minutes. I make sure I watch from beginning to the end. Then I leave a comment. I don't subscribe. I leave a comment and say and not just anyhow comment, not sub for sub or anything like that, or done and waiting. I don't do that. Why? Because it loses meaning, you know. So the best thing to do is to interact. I go interact with the channel, I engage with the channel, I leave a comment that is related to that video. Okay, I understand what it is, I navigate, and I give myself like I'll say 5 minutes. I'll spend 5 minutes on any channel that I go to. I don't subscribe, but I will leave a comment and be like, I'm happy to connect, and I wait for this person. If this person comes back to me and saying happy, I still wait until this person goes to my channel, does the same, watches some of my videos and things like that, and leaves a comment on my show, like that. I go back to this person and then I subscribe. So why? Because so that even if the person does not subscribe, at least the person has spent some time on my channel, so it benefits me. At the end of the day, even if the person does not subscribe, it's okay. The person has gone, understood what it is that I am doing, and I am happy for that. So basically, that to me has been the best way to support each other, especially if you're out there and you are a small YouTuber just like me. That is the best way to support each other. Another thing is that the content that I create, I started changing it, I started improving it, and I ask myself what it is that I want somebody to benefit from this video, that as I put it out. It's not about just putting a video out there. What is somebody gaining from this? If it is a long distance, because I am an long distance mom, and then at the same time I'm also a long distance wife. So I share this idea so that if somebody out there also is going through the same, the person is encouraged. See, I am now selling value. So that will pick some interest to watch what it is that I am putting out there. It took me long to gauge, to understand this thing. It's not about just going out there and there are some channels, there are some people who come to me and want to engage, want to connect. And when I go to their channel, I try to see what value is it they're putting out there. And YouTube, that's what YouTube is all about. YouTube is not just about dumping things. It's not a dumping, ground. It is to sell and exchange value. Hi, thank you so much for dropping by. My name is Stella. If this is the first time you're seeing a long distance mom, and I am out here to encourage myself and share ideas with whoever out there that is also experiencing the same thing as myself. And if you are out there, you are a growing YouTuber, I am also the same. I would appreciate if you could just put in the chat where you are joining from and tap on the screen so that we get more and this live stream goes out and be sent to others as well. So I was talking about my frustration about growing on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a year and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I have realized my mistakes, and I have not grown to the level that I have been expecting to grow. So if you're out there and you are a small YouTuber and you are a growing YouTuber, you are my friend officially. So just type your name or maybe your handle. I'll go back and interact with your channel and type to it, and so that we can connect. And that's the best way we can support each other. YouTube is diluted. There is a big number of people out there who are already putting out, and we have growing people, and it is a tug of for those ones who are just growing, tug of war for those who are just growing. So if I could get 2 subs or even 1 in a day, that is like a big deal for me, and I don't take it for granted. Hi, my name is Stella. If you are seeing me for the first time, I am a small YouTuber trying to grow, and I am out here to put out some of the mistakes and the frustration that I have had for the past 1 year, because I haven't grown to the level that I expected. And I would like to interact with all out there who are also experiencing the same thing. If you can put your handle out here for me in the chat, I will interact with your channel later on and see if we connect. And that's why I am out here. There were so many mistakes that I have made, and I have learned and relearn and unlearn some of them. One of the biggest mistakes that I used to make is to drop a video and then disappear for about a month, thinking that YouTube is going to, promote for me. YouTube will. I don't know why I was thinking that. Probably, I don't know, maybe it was just carelessness or something like that. So I wasn't really intentional about what I was doing. Then I realized that I was punishing myself. I would be frustrated. I would create a video and I'll be, oh God, this one for sure, this one is really good, and things like that. Shocker, I don't get views. And think of it, I've realized my thumbnail sucked. Oh God, my thumbnail sucked completely. I go back to my own videos, I look at them, and I would even ask myself, my dear, what is it that you're doing? If you yourself, you cannot watch your own content, so why do you want somebody else to watch your content and even subscribe to it? Those are the kinds of mistakes that I was making. Another thing I used to do is I would not collaborate with other YouTubers. So I am just wondering who I expected to subscribe to my own channel if I am not interacting with others. I know YouTube is almost like Facebook or any of these platforms, that the people who visit YouTube daily, those are the same people who probably create content, who is actually finding you on YouTube, and I am expected to also share what it is that I am an expert in. What is my level of expatriate? What is it that I am putting out? And I took all this, and at the end of the day, I found myself frustrated. Hi, my name is Stella. This is your first time seeing me. I am a small YouTuber, and I am out here putting out some of the mistakes that I've been making for the whole year, and how I have not been able to grow. And if you are a small YouTuber like me, just your YouTube handle out there for me in the chat. I will look at it and interact with your channel so that we can exchange, interact, and see how we can grow together. Yeah, so those are some of the mistakes that I kept making. And I don't know, for some reason I thought YouTube is just like an easy ground. Facebook is not a problem for me. Facebook, I have like about 5,000 on professional. I have 5,000 followers on Facebook. So I thought YouTube would be the same, not knowing that these are completely two different platforms, and they do not know each other. They don't even agree. Another mistake I kept making is not knowing my audience. Oh my God, that was another big problem. I didn't know my audience. And I would talk to my friends, and at the end of the day, because we are sharing the same kind of experiences that they have, like where I am right now, 75% of the parents are operating from a distance because of the political context of the country. So to them, it's not a new thing. Like, you come and talk about long distance parenting and all that kind of thing. It doesn't add value to them. And I've realized that that was the kind of mistake that I kept making. So now that I have improved, I changed my way of interacting with the platform. I collaborate, I share ideas, I when I engage in some of the YouTube of the big, those who have stabilized in on their platforms, not platform, but their channels in YouTube. I interact, I go comment, and I would just try to connect with people. And not just that, I go step ahead to engage with their different channels and leave a relating comment to whatever video that I have watched, and nicely I will leave a comment at the end of my sentence. I end my sentence saying I'm happy to connect. And when I do that, I've realized that if the person is a new, like a small YouTuber, then they will definitely want to return the favor, and that is how it has been working for me. These are some of the things that I wish I knew long time by now. I would have gone. I would not have wasted my one whole year just like that. Care, first of all, poor qualities of video. I thought just sitting in front of the camera and saying whatever it is that is in my mind. People are looking for value. What can you give out to somebody? What can make somebody really sit down and want to watch or even listen to what it is that you are saying? And this hit me after a very long time of a very long period of time. I wish I knew all these things now. Hi, thank you for stopping by. My name is. If this is your first time seeing me, I am a growing YouTuber, and today I'm out here just to put out my frustration on the kind of careless mistakes that I've made that has hindered me from doing. I would appreciate if you could leave in the channel if you are a small YouTuber. Just leave your handle in the chat for me. I will go interact and engage with your channel and see if you are interested to collaborate and support me as we support each other and we keep growing. Those are some of the mistakes that I was making. I wasn't intentional. I would put a video out and not interact. I would not even respond to comments. And slowly by slowly, people started leaving, losing interest. Imagine you put a video out and you disappear. Sorry, let me just take some water. You put a video out and you disappear for a month. Exactly what I was doing. I put a video out, I disappear for a month. I don't know, in my mind, I don't know what I was expecting. I thought YouTube would just promote the video for me and do everything for me. I wish I don't know, even when I could hear people saying it is important to engage, it is important to watch other people's videos, it is important to watch other people's video, and then also go in the comment section and see those people who show their interest in connecting, in growing, and engage with those people. I wish somebody told me that a few days. So now I changed my strategies. Now I take, how many days do we have in a week? We have 5 days in a week. So what I've decided to do, if I can get 10 subscribers in a day, that would be great. My target is the young, and the not young, but the small YouTubers. Okay, I make sure in a day I do a good job. I spend 20 minutes on each channel. First, I go in under the comment section of the big YouTubers, and in most cases, someone like Vibe with Sonia. Yeah, I go to her channel, and there are some people who come to watch her channel with the purpose of connecting. So when I go to the comment section, what I do is I pick 5 people that I feel have are interested in growing, okay, even 10 people a day, I interact with them. I make sure that that day I engage and we support each other. I have 10 subscribers. Okay, so I take 6 days, Monday to Saturday. Sundays I don't do much. I don't interact so much on YouTube. So if I get 10 people per day, okay, 10 people to subscribe, and I initiate that because I interact and I show them my interest to connect. So if I get 10 people a day, imagine multiply 10 times 6, those are 60 people I get. 60 people's 60 subscribers I get in a week. Okay, that's the plan. So now these 60 people, a month has got 4 to 5 weeks, but let's multiply by. So if you get 10 subscribers per day, and then you get 60 subscribers in a week, multiplied by 4, that is 240. Okay, so that a month you have 240 subscribers. All right, so in 3 months, no, let's say 5 months, you have above 1,000. And that is the secret that other people are using. And I don't know why I did not do it. Very simple. Just take a day and say, I will get 10 subscribers today, and initiate. How? Go to these people who are the big people's platform. Definitely you will see people who put their comment here showing interest for growth, and those are the guys you work with. You need to be smart, because there are people who don't really engage because they're just in a hurry to get subscribers and they go away. So don't rush to just subscribe straight away. What you do is go to that platform, okay, get 10 people that you think have shown interest, engage with their videos. I normally do shorts because the long videos sometimes is too long, and it is good if you watch from beginning to the end. Yeah, if you take a short duration of a short, let's say in it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, something like that, just short videos, engage with that person. Give even not 10 minutes is even too much. Understand what the person is doing, engage with their videos, leave comments, and make sure you indicate that you are interested in acting. If that person is actually putting a content out that resonates with you, that is in line with your beliefs, what it is that indicate to them in their comment section. First, appreciate or just say something, a relatable kind of comment to the videos that you have watched, and end it with a sentence, I am happy to connect, or something like that. So that person knows that you are interested to in collaboration, to grow, and you are willing to subscribe back, to return the favor. So if the person comes back and does the same on your platform, then game. But to get 10 subscribers, sometimes you don't have to do exact 10 subscribers. Sometimes you can be disappointed. You go to a platform, you do the best you can, engage and things like that. So does not like return the favor. So what you can do is to be on an app, say engage with 20 or 25 or even 15 different channels. And if this person is interested and returns the favor, if you get 10, your target is 10, but if you get more than 10, then that is good. So in 2 days, can you imagine? Not 2 days. This is my 3rd week of being active, and I was able to raise 124, if I'm not mistaken, by now. Like, this thing is working, you know? So if you are interested and you are a growing YouTuber, and you are this type, if you're putting out the kind of content that I am also putting. I am a long distance mom, and my content is mostly faith, family and distance, because I am a long distance mom and a long distant wife. So that is the value. Now I've been managing all these with 6 children. My youngest is 10. How I ensure that they are safe, because this world is terrible. You can leave your child behind, and what you will about it, about what they have done to them, is going to be horrible. So that is the kind of experience that I want to put out here, but the growth is not working. So now, me to be able to put out to push out my content to many audience, I need to grow my channel, and basically that is why I'm here. So if this is the first time you're seeing me, I am out here to put out some of the things, the mistakes that I kept making on YouTube, and what I've learned of late that is working for me, and that is collaboration and each other. If you get 10 subscribers per day, you be intentional and say you can get 10 subscribers per day, multiply that by 6 on Sunday. Sunday is not day of rest. I don't do anything on Sunday. But if you get 10 subscribers, for you to get 10 subscribers, that means you have to engage with about 20-25 different channels, and you have to be intentional about it. Besides that, you have to be putting out something, videos that people can engage with. You see? So basically that is what I've been trying, that I did not understand, I did not know, and of late I've come to a realization that I was missing out, and I have started doing. Hi, my name is Stella. If this is your first time seeing me, I am happy that you're here. Kindly share with me in the channel where you are joining from. I'm streaming from Juba, South Sudan, the youngest nation that got independent 2011. I'm out here to share with the people who are like us, the parents who are in South Sudan. 75% of us are operating from a parents are operating from a distance because of our political context. I have 6 children, and my youngest is 10 months, and all of them are away in Uganda. My husband is working in Nigeria and South Sudan. So for us to manage that and remain together as a family, that is what I am sharing out here. So if you are a small YouTuber like me and you are trying to grow as well, I would like to collaborate. Please put in the chat your comment in the chat, so that I will be able to go interact and engage with your channel and see how we can grow together. Yeah. Are you joining from? Hi, where are you joining from? Kindly state in the chat where you're joining from. I would like to hear from you.